Hey everybody, welcome to another part of Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. With me once again is my good friend Sykikal, or as I like to call him, a simple, smooth, and elegant Psy. Alright, so apparently now we have to go find these tiny thumb-sized elves and pray that they make a sword for us. I'm under the impression that Nintendo was on drugs when they made this game. Because this is the only Zelda game these little beings have appeared in, isn't it?
As far as I can think.
Ah! I walked right into an enemy. Ah! I kind of forgot I had a sword.
Well, a lot of the enemies aren't all that memorable, so a lot of times characters will just appear in one game. They aren't popular, so they don't appear in other ones, or maybe they just don't have a reason to appear.
It's like, did the Picori just go extinct?
Well, again, they only show themselves to children, and they only live in this specific area, so...
How do I open the map again? Okay, that's how I open the map. Now I just need to figure out how to get down there. It's been quite a while. Alright.
Just keep going south.
Do I go south or do I go through the town?
Not entirely sure. I mean,
Can't remember.
South.
That's kind of what I'm... Oh.
You turn to the right.
Hey! Ask a question, receive an answer. Hey, they have Lawn Ranch here, too. I wonder if Malon's there. You got one ruby. It's green. Don't spend it all in one place. Well, so it's one ruby.
You're gonna have to find a way to divide the ruby, like spend half a ruby in one place. And then
I don't know if this one heart is worth one ruby. I think I'll spend half a ruby on it. Music in Zelda games is always just 100% classic. I don't really think I've ever heard a bad soundtrack to a Zelda game, have you?
I can't think of any, no.
What would you say is a Zelda game that has your favorite music?
Hard to say. It seems like every iteration they make the technology gets better, so they can make the music slightly better.
Yeah. I think mine would be off of either Majora's Mask or Wind Waker. I think my personal favorite song is Song of Storms. Do you have a favorite little Zelda song?
Let me think.
Thinking.
Might be Song of Storms too. That's a really good one.
It is. It's so catchy, isn't it? Oh my, I just dropped that poor little enemy down a bottomless hole. It's probably not even dead, it's just kind of lying there with broken legs. Poor little guy.
Does it even have legs? I guess those little...
It has little, like, nubs. I never really got how they got inspired for this. Like, they just kind of made land octopi.
I think those are called Octoroks, aren't they?
Yeah. Little octopus-looking bastards that can shoot rocks at you. Help! Help me! Ow! Won't somebody stop? Oh, I thought that was a Picori. What's a good voice for the hat?
Hard to say. I guess it's a bird, maybe something like Donald Duck.
I can't do Donald Duck, I'm far too manly. Help! Somebody help! That's the best I can get to Donald Duck. And doing that for an entire playthrough would kill my throat.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It's revealed later that he's a wizard, so maybe something wise sounding. Hey kid! You there! Ow! Hey! Don't just stand there, do something! Ow! What's wrong with you? Do you like watching me take this abuse? Help me! Does that sound wise?
So, not really, I guess.
Alright, well that's a voice down. Phew! Well done. That was close. Not that I couldn't handle them myself, but that's besides the point. What in the world is a lone child doing so deep in the woods? Saving your ass. Ho-ho, I see. The Picori, you say, and Vati. Vati's cursed someone. What? The Sacred Blade? Is that so? I see, I see. And I read all that from your facial expressions, as you don't talk. Ever. I see. I, too, am on a quest to break the curse of Vates. And you say that reforging the Sacred Blade can break his curse, eh? Well, you have found yourself a companion, my boy. My name is Eslo. It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
So, I guess, are they implying that Link says something, but it just doesn't tell you what he says?
I think Eslo is a mind reader. Can't you go any slower? Surely you've noticed I have no legs. Boy, take a good look at me. Do you really think I can walk that fast? What? Is there something on my face? Quit staring, it's rude. Ugh! If it isn't one thing, it's another. You are a troublesome boy. I need an adult! I need an adult! There, now you can't possibly leave me behind, said every serial killer ever. My, it's quite comfortable up here. More comfortable than it looks, surely. And much easier on me. Hey, quit your squirming. Can't you sit still? See? There. Yes, yes! That's it. Much better. Slower. Slower. Now I suppose a boy like you still has much to learn about the world. If you ever need my insight, press select. I'll be happy to help. How you would press select, I have no clue. I think Link just got mind raped. Literally. Found 5 rubies. That's kinda nice.
It seemed like it was more enthusiastic about the green ruby than the blue one.
I know! Hold on for a moment, my boy. We've stumbled across something important. This is why the logging industry is so cruel. Eh? Who are the Minish? Ah, yes. Silly me. Allow me to explain. Humans call them the Picori, but they refer to themselves as the Minish. Strange how in the world of humans, only this forest has kept that name. Anyhow, deep in the forest they built a tiny village, where many now live. But if we're to enter their village, we'll have to make you a touch smaller first. Look at that. At first glance, it appears to be a mere stump, yes? No! That stump is a portal, used by people long ago to adjust their size. With my help, you can use it to shrink down to the Minish size. Just stand on that stump and press R to shrink. Return to normal, stand next to the stump, and once again, press R. Get me up there, and we'll give it a try. Methinks Eslo is on drugs. Looks like Link's in pain. Just hear Eslo saying, "Take it, take it! You want to be a star, don't ya?" So now we are bite-sized. Aren't you glad you saved me? No need to thank me, though. Portals that reduce your size are all around in different shapes and sizes. If you want to return to normal, stand next to the portal and press R. But there is one thing you must know. Being Minish-sized is full of dangers. Mere puddles at your normal size are bottomless swamps to the Minish. As your companion, if anything bad happens to you, it happens to me too. So proceed with caution, my lad. If not for your sake, then my own. So basically, that's just a glorified way of saying, don't fuck up or I'll die.
Yeah, pretty much.
And this is the most infuriating part of the game. Timing platforms. I hate them so. So as a Minish, basically, those puddles we were walking across with ease can now easily kill us. So that's just a joy.
Seems that way.
It's a hard enough life. People always kicking around the small man. Oh, how pretty. This place is gorgeous. It appears we have found the Minish village. Oh, they're adorable! I want one as a pet. Pico! Picori! Ripico! Picori! So are they just Pokemon?
So, how small is Link exactly? Is he like the size of a grape or a flower?
Like, the way it was described earlier is about the size of, like, a thumb, I guess.
Hmm.
I don't know, my thumb's decently big. I don't think it's that small. Ugh. I'm afraid I didn't catch most of what they said myself. Perhaps there is someone here who understands your language. We should look around. So now we get to explore the elusive Picori village. And it's mostly people talking in gibberish with their foreign language. You got a heart. Your life energy has been slightly replenished. As you take...
Speak American.
Need to learn to speak American. We don't speak no Picorianese. What language do the Helians speak? I imagine it's different based on the country in which the game is, but is it an official language? Like, do they speak Helianese?
Who knows? I mean, they speak the language of whatever region the game is in.
Alright, you don't understand a fucking word I'm saying. Awesome. That always kind of bothers me. It's like, does the Pokemon world have a set language? Does it have different languages based on the region?
I think all the Pokemon have their own language, and it's all saying their own name, and somehow other Pokemon understand what they're talking about when they just say their own name.
Well, I meant the humans more, you know, in
humans?
a sense, yeah. It's like, do the people in the Kalos region speak a different language than the people in the Johto region?
I don't see anything indicating that they do. Like in the anime or the games, they all speak.
Well, the cultures are hugely different depending on the region.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's an indication. It's like the Kalos region is more of a French style. So do they speak French?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like there's not any indications in the game that they do. They like in the anime and stuff, they all just speak the same language, which is whatever language the region of the show is in.
This must be the Jabba Nut. Well, you'd better eat it. That's right. Shove it all in your mouth. Mmm. Now we can understand the language of the Minish.
So he eats and that gives him the ability to recognize thousands of words.
Come on, don't you know? Nuts are magical.
Mm.
It's amazing that you can see us. Not really. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought you guys would look a hell of a lot cooler. You know, the supposedly mystical beings who created a sword that can repel all evil. I thought I was going to see something a lot more badass. Huh! 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 Alright, I'll stop that now. But just like in almost any Zelda game, rowing is the way to travel. Oh, you speak our language. It's been quite a while since we put outsiders speak our tongue. We have little to offer you these woods, but please enjoy your stay. Wouldn't it be hilarious if, since Link ate the Jabbernut, he couldn't speak English anymore?
That would be pretty messed up.
Like, he goes to talk to Zelda, like, he's trying to ask her out, and all that comes out is, Pickle! Pickle Picori! That'd be hilarious. Ah, yes, you want to have the blades reforged. If you want the blades reforged, you will need the 4 elements. These are crystalline forms of energies that fill our worlds. Only by infusing the blade with these energies can a new blade be reformed. Here, give me your map. I can mark where these elements can be found. One, conveniently, is right by us! Speak with Festari. He will show you the shrine's entrance. Go with caution. Evil creatures have lately made that their home. Return to me at once after you have found the earth element. So just like with any Zelda game, there's a set amount of elements you need to collect from dungeons. It's kind of standard fare.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of
elements or pendants or
items.
Whatever item it is.
It's been that way since the first Zelda game. You beat a dungeon, you get an item that has no meaning. Well, it has meaning, it just has no benefit towards you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd like to see a Zelda game where you finish the dungeon and you get that item and you can actually... I want it. I can't pick it up! Too small!
Well, they kind of do that in the form of the mid dungeon, like when you face the mini boss, or
Yeah, I
around that time you
mean,
usually get a good item like the hook shot or the bow and arrow.
yeah, but for like a lot of Zelda games, you only really use it for one dungeon.
Mhm.
It's like it's useful for that one dungeon, and then you never use it again. It's like in Twilight Princess, that sandcrawler. You never use that after that dungeon.
Mhm.
It's useful for the boss and only the boss. So here we are in the first dungeon. It's not really a hard dungeon, but then again, no first dungeon really is. I'd say it's not really a bad way to start the game. I kind of enjoy it. It kind of captures the whole small feel, you know? What do you think?
It's been so long since I played it, I don't really remember, but it seems good so far.
Well, this is going to be a learning experience for you. We got the small key. Use it to open locked doors and blocks. You can only use it in this dungeon. Alright.
Remember in the original Zelda, you could use keys you got in one dungeon and another dungeon. And that just
In
made it
fact,
really
you
confusing.
had to. That was one of the key aspects in the last dungeon. It didn't give you enough keys in the dungeon itself, so you had to use keys from previous dungeons.
Mm.
Alright guys, we are out of time for this episode, but like always, I will see you next time. I'm Mr. Wolfie.
And I'm Sykikal.
See you guys next time.